tied for first in the Rio Hondo League with the Temple City Rams. The only blemish on their record, a 21-21 tie against the Rams 2 weeks ago against Temple City. Bounced back from that last week with a 38-7 win against Monrovia. They come in as the second-ranked team in Division 7, that by virtue of a coin flip with the second-seeded team, rather, that by virtue of winning a coin flip with Temple City. The Times poll, the Herald Examiner poll, both have San Marino second-ranked in the division to Santa Maria. South Torrance, on the other hand, a 5-5 team. They finished fourth in their league this year behind Redondo, Morningside, North Torrance. But they're a team that has some very quality ball players. Number 4, John Morton, a wide receiver with 53 catches on the year. Number 30, Chris McClellan, their main running back, outstanding year, 4.6 yards per carry. And their quarterback, Dan Jenkins, doing a good job this year, completing 52% of his passes, 96 out of 185 for over 1,300 yards. This, as most Titan games, will boil down to a battle of the Titan defense against the South Torrance offense. San Marino's defense excellent on the year, giving up a total of 35 points. I beg your pardon, 36 points to this day. About set to kick off, Robbie Santos ready to kick away, back deep to receive. Number 4 is Morton in the middle. Along with Morton is number 81, Carl Lee. We're set and ready to go. Santos' kick goes to the 10. It's fumbled there and pitched back to Morton. Morton trying to get to the outside, breaks it right up the middle, taken down at about the 20-yard line. Making the tackle there, Pappas and Heckendorn. And coming off the bottom of the pile, it's number... Set and ready to go now are the Titans on defense. South Torrance on offense. Titan defense, Jeff Dolan in the middle. Number 58, Brad Simpkins and Mike Aarons. Number 30, the defensive tackles. Tyler Tripp, 25. Matt Fortune, 56, the defensive ends. Out of the I comes South Torrance. Jenkins at quarterback. McClellan, the I back in the backfield. Jenkins barking signals. Give to McClellan over the right side. McClellan breaks it to the outside. Breaks one tackle to the outside. He's finally pushed out of bounds by Robbie Santos, but not until he gets to about the 33-yard line. So first down pickup for South Torrance. So the South Torrance Spartans open up with a 13-yard gain on the play. Wide to the left now are Morton, number 4, and Tom Adams, number 42, slot inside of him. Give to McClellan, going back to the right side. McClellan with room to run to the outside. Knocked down, taken down again. Simpkins and Mike Metcalf on the tackle, but McClellan with another 13-yard pickup. McClellan, as we mentioned during the regular season, 728 yards on 159 carries. More than 4.5 yards per carry on the first 2 plays. Big yardage for the Spartans from South Torrance. Just underway here in the first quarter. South Torrance from their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Adams and Morton again wide to the left. Back to pass Jenkins, looks over the middle, has Morton. Morton with excellent speed. Also showing that he can run through tacklers. He's got the pickup down inside of Titan territory to the 37-yard line, just a slant. Morton is reputed to have 4.4 speed. I don't know if a high school player has that kind of speed, but certainly he's very quick, quicker than any man on the Titan squad. So 3 plays, 3 big pickups from the Spartans here. They're down into Titan territory, 1st and 10 from the 39 of the Titans. McGovney and McClellan in the eye behind Jenkins. Give to McClellan over the right side. McClellan trying to break it back to the left this time. McClellan just taken down by Robbie Santos, but again, a first down pickup for the Spartans. So 4 plays, 4 first downs for the Spartans. And right now they're eating the Titans up. McClellan had no room over the right side, looked for room back to the left, broke it back. The Titans over pursuing. And McClellan, an outstanding runner, first down yardage. Rest of the Titan defense, Mike Metcalf, number 2. Middle linebacker, signal caller for the defense. 33, David Nelson. 28, Heckendorn, in now at defensive end. Matt Fortune out. Fake the give is Jenkins. Jenkins throwing into the flat. Overthrows McGovney coming out of the backfield. Pressure put on that time by Aarons and Tripp. So South Torrance Spartans are not perfect. It's an incomplete pass. Rest of the Titan defense, number 9, Jerry Dietrich. The defensive backfield is number 4, Kevin Shanahan at one corner, Ed Atkinson, number 5 at the other corner, and Robbie Santos, number 20, playing the safety spot for the Titans. 2nd and 10 now from the 29-yard line of the Titans come the Spartans. 3 wide receivers this time. Morton wide left, Adams and Smith to the right. Into the slot, one man Jenkins throwing out into the flat to the right side. That pass is incomplete. Intended for number 16, Chris Smith. Coverage out there by Jerry Dietrich. 4 wide men that time. McClellan was in the slot as well to the left side. A lot of speed for the Spartans out there now. 10:02 remaining in the first quarter. The Spartans 3rd and 10 from the Titan 29-yard line. Jenkins comes out. Adams to the left. Give on to the reverse to Morton. Down the far sideline, Morton is into the end zone. Touchdown, South Torrance. '29-yard touchdown run for John Morton. Coming from his slot back spot, give to the inside. And Morton with just too much speed. Once he got past the corner, John Heckendorn caught in there, blocking by Joe Deleta. Turned Heckendorn in. Brian Lee to kick. This kick is good. 9 minutes, 53 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and the South Torrance Spartans jump off to a 7-0 lead over the Titans. 80-yard drive for the Spartans, very crisply moving it down the field. The big play on 3rd and 10 from the Titan 29, Morton on a reverse. Only the 2nd time all year the Titans have the 3rd time all year the Titans have trailed in a game, down 3-0 to San Gabriel, 7-0 to Temple City. And now here in the first first CIF playoff game, they're down 7-0 to the Spartans of South Torrance. Becomes clear on that first drive that the Titans will have some trouble with the speed of South Torrance's 2 big men. Number 4, John Morton, who scored the touchdown on a reverse, and number 30, Chris McClellan, coming out of the backfield for the Spartans. Back deep to receive for the Titans, number 9, Jerry Dietrich, number 24, Montoya up from the sophomore squad, and Santos in the middle. This kick will be to Montoya back around the 3-yard line. Montoya bringing it right up the middle of the field, popped and taken down at about the 26-yard line. So the sophomore gets his initiation in a varsity game right off the bat. Gets the Titans out to the 26-yard line where they will take over 1st and 10. Setting the Titan offensive front, number 57, Joey Conzaneri at center. Number 65, Pat Jeffries, and number 63, Ron Steffi at guards, 51, Ravapudi, and 58, Simpkins at the tackle spots. Ukapina at quarterback, Scott Wright, Angeloff left. Give over the left side this time to Santos. Santos pounding it out. About a 7-yard pickup on the play. Out to about the 34-yard line. A 7-yard gain for Santos. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Titans. Ed Atkinson, tight end for the Titans, number 5. The rest of that offensive front. Dietrich, number 9. Santos, number 20. The twin backs for the Titans. Wide to the right is Scott. TJ George flanked out to the left. 2nd and 3 for the Titans from their own 33. Give this time to Dietrich. Dietrich squirts through, just tripped up, but Jerry has 1st down yardage out across the 37 to about the 38-yard line. Call it the 37. 1st and 10 Titans. Mark Ukapina, a quarterback for the Titans, number 14, the big junior. Had a very good year this year. Completed just over 50% of his passes. Angeloff comes in motion now to the right. Give it to Dietrich over the left side. Dietrich hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Making the tackle there, number 46, that's Chad McGovney. McGovney goes both ways. He's a junior, plays fullback for the Spartans. He also plays their linebacker spot. No gain on the play. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Titans trailing 7-0. 2nd and 10 now from their own 37-yard line. George in motion this time, out of the eye. Back to pass Ukapina, looking for George out in the flat. TJ Zarrett just off his fingertips, out at about the 41-yard line. Coming out on the coverage was Sonny Kim. So the Titans will face 3rd and 10 from the San Marino 37-yard line. South Torrance in a 5-2 defense. Now they drop one of their defensive ends off. Robbie Santos now into the slot to the right side, inside of Scott. Single back in the backfield is Dietrich. Back to pass, Ukapina throwing over the middle, has Myron Scott in and out of his hands inside of South Torrance territory. The pass was there. Scott unable to hang on to it. The only man close was Brian Hanna. Titan receivers so good in the first 7 games of the season have had a little confidence lack here in the last couple games against Temple City and Monrovia. Mark Ukapina on the button with that toss. Ukapina to kick now on 4th and 10. John Morton, very dangerous kick returner, standing back around the 28-yard line of South Torrance. Snap is high. Ukapina goes up to get it. Kick is a low line drive. It will be taking Morton. Morton right up the middle. Morton now breaking to the far sideline. One man to beat. There's a penalty flag on the play. Morton will take this all the way, but there is a penalty flag down. John Morton with just one move and then up the far sideline. Have to see what the penalty is. And it appears the penalty will go against San Marino, will be declined. So John Morton taking that ball at his 33-yard line, making it a 67-yard punt return for the South Torrance Spartans. Brian Lee to kick out of the hold of Jenkins.
On the weak side or the strong side? I wouldn't doubt that, because the strong side tackle, I think, is pretty wide.
Snap is a little high. Lee pooches this one off to the right side. Jenkins did a good job just to get it down. So the Titans get a little bit of a break. 7:29 here in the first quarter, and it's 13-0 South Torrance. Already visions of St. Anthony start to dance through San Marino heads. Last year, of course, St. Anthony just barely into the second quarter held a 24-0 lead over the Titans. The Titans fighting back into that exciting triple overtime game. Talking with Coach Lauren Kleinrock before the game, he says, you know, just as long as we don't get off 24-0, we ought to be able to do a fairly good job in this game. But 13-0, they're halfway there. Set to kick this ball away, number 35, Brian Hanna. Montoya, Santos, and Dietrich back inside the San Marino 5. Hanna drives this one. It will be taken on a hop again by Montoya. Montoya with a little hole up the middle. Again, out to about the 25, 26-yard line goes the sophomore. Tackle made there by number 77, Robert Fercula. Montoya, of course, one of the key elements of the sophomore squad that ended up atop the Rio Hondo League this year. Again, the Titans come out. 1st and 10, their own 25-yard line this time. 7 minutes, 10 seconds here in the first quarter. They trail 13-0. Ukapina rolls, pitches to Dietrich. Dietrich has trouble hanging on to the ball, breaks one tackle. Jerry Dietrich with an outstanding job of juggling, bounced off of Hannah, who came shooting in there, kept control and picked up nearly 8 yards on the play. Call it a pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 now. 2nd and 3 for the Titans. So a 7-yard pickup for Dietrich on the first play. Scott left, George right. Out of the eye come the Titans. Give to Santos over the left side. Santos shy of first down yardage, out to about the 35-yard line. Coming off the bottom of the pile there, number 81, Carl Lee, making the tackle on the play. 3rd and less than a yard for the Titans from their own 35-yard line. They've got to get the ball just out across the 35, 36-yard line. Give over the left side this time to Santos. Santos has first down yardage out to about the 37-yard line. South Torrance plays a fairly standard 5-2 defense. Number 62, Andy Lee, playing over the nose. Number 77, Robert Ferkula, at one of the defensive tackle spots. Number 66, Joe DeLita, the other defensive tackle. 16, Chris Smith, defensive end. And number 42, Tom Adams, the other defensive end. Ukapina, give back to the left side, this time to Santos. Santos dragging 2 men with him out to about the 45-yard line of the Titans. Taking Adams and Fredia with him. I beg your pardon, Adams and DeLata with him. 7-yard pickup on the play. Again, 2nd and 3 for the Titans. South Torrance linebackers, number 10, Steve Smith. Number 46, Chad McGovney. And 4 deep backs. The safety's playing a good 15 yards off the line of scrimmage against Titans. Option to the left side, pitch back to Santos. Santos looking for a block, gets it out close to the 47, 48-yard line. McGovney coming from his linebacker spot. Be about 3rd and the length of a football for the Titans. Ball on the 47-yard line. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The Titans trailing 13-0. South Torrance explosive on offense and on their special teams. Third and short for the Titans. Ukapina with a give to Dietrich over the left side. Follows the big surge by the Titan offensive front. Gets the ball out close to the 50-yard line where it'll be first down for the Titans. So the Titans maintain the drive. 1st and 10, the ball just on the San Marino side of the 50-yard line. Rest of that South Torrance defense, number 35, Brian Hanna, one of the cornerbacks. 32, Sonny Kim, the other corner. Number 2, Kevin Fitzpatrick, one safety. Give this time to Santos over the left side. Santos going nowhere. That play a little bit slow to develop. Toledo. And number 10, Steve Smith on the tackle. Second and 10 now for the Titans. No gain on that play for Santos. 3 minutes, 18 seconds here in the first quarter. Titans trail 13-0. Back to pass. Ukapina on a draw play. Jerry Dietrich into the defensive secondary. Dietrich down to about the 36-yard line. Nice run by Dietrich. Pickup of about 15 on the play. Titans into South Torrance territory for the first time tonight. Ball on the South Torrance 36-yard line. That draw play working very well for the Titans all year long. Dietrich's a tight leading ball carrier for the season, averaging nearly 5.5 yards a carry. First and 10 Titans, South Torrance 36-yard line. Scott right, Dan Angeloff wide to the left. Ukapina, quick pitch to Santos. Santos trying to get to the outside. Delita playing a great game so far in this first quarter, coming from his defensive tackle spot. Just shot out there and ran Santos down, even though it was a quick pitch. Robbie unable to get to the outside, and a 3-yard loss on the play. Delita, a 6'2", 195-pound senior. The South Torrance team has some playoff experience. Last year, going into the third round of the playoffs until they were beaten by Muir. Year before, they were knocked off by Antelope Valley, a team that was in the midst of about a 42-45 game winning streak. Second and 13 Titans. Ball on the South Torrance 38. Ukapina straight drop back, looking to his right. Throwing for Myron Scott. Myron is there, and the ball is knocked away, incomplete. The ball hanging up too long. He was open for a while. Number 81, Carl Lee, coming across, knocking the ball away down inside the 20. The incompleted pass leaves the Titans with 3rd and 13 from the 39-yard line of South Torrance. 1 minute, 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Titans trail 13-0. Myron Scott wide to the right, Angeloff to the left. Haven't seen Ed Atkinson so far. Into the slot goes Santos. 6-man front on pass situation for South Torrance. Only 5 come, however. Throwing, looking for Santos. Santos is there. The catch is made down inside the 15-yard line. Crossing pattern. Santos and Scott in the same spot. The Titans get lucky on that one. Completion down to the 12-yard line, where they will have it 1st and 10. Scott ran a post pattern that brought him into Santos's field of view. Santos from the slot just ran a streak down the field. Ukapina on the money. 1st and 10 from the 12. Scott left, George right. Give over the right side, nowhere. It was Dietrich that time. Tackle made by number 62, Andy Lee. Lee, a tough nut to move out of there. He's about 5'8", 210 pounds, so very low to the ground is Lee. He's the nose tackle. He's the man who anchors the defensive front for South Torrance. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now for the Titans from the South Torrance 12-yard line. Coming down to 1 minute. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Titans trail 13-0. 2nd and 10 from the 12. Ukapina, fake the give, throws to Atkinson. Atkinson there. Ed Atkinson. Touchdown, San Marino. Atkinson taking advantage of a big hole in the South Torrance defense. No one there to cover the tight end. 12-yard touchdown pass, Ukapina to Atkinson, who did a good job of taking it into the end zone once he made the catch at about the 5-yard line. Andy Roos into hold. Shanahan to kick out of the hold of Roos. Snap is clean and the kick is through. 54 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The Titans close the gap. Now a 13-7 South Torrance lead. That drive, a 75-yarder for the Titans, very consistent down the field, rushing and passing. Big play on a 3rd and 13, hitting Santos down the middle, was Ukapina, getting the ball to the 12-yard line. The Titans can run on the South Torrance team if they get the gaps. I don't know if they can get to the outside. South Torrance with a lot of speed. And it will be a matter of the Titan defense now having to settle down and deal with the speed of the South Torrance offense. Santos to kick away. This kick is being taken on the ground. It's on a hop. It goes to Morton again at the 15-yard line. Morton looking for a hole. Bouncing into the outside. Morton down the far sideline again. Santos drags him down from behind, but John Morton, eating the Titans alive, gets the ball inside of Titan territory down to the 46-yard line. The Titans are going to have to figure out some way to keep the ball away from John Morton. Ball at the 46-yard line. 43 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. South Torrance a 13-7 lead, and John Morton putting him in position to do more damage before this quarter's over. Wide to the left is Batchelor. Morton now in motion from his slot position. Back to pass Jenkins, looking for Morton on the out. Morton is going to be hit. Kevin Shanahan comes up to make the tackle on Morton. About a 1-yard pickup on the play. So the way the Titans are going to have to play it all night long is keep Morton in check, because if he gets a step, boy, he's gone. Pickup of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9 now. San Marino's defensive backs will have to be very careful, though. If they come up on Morton too quickly, he will blow past him in a hurry. Jenkins with Smith and McGovney now in the backfield. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the South Torrance Spartans, the number 4 team in their league, leading the Titans, number 2 ranked in Division 7, 13-7. Again, that first quarter highlighting the speed primarily of John Morton, number 4. Morton, as we mentioned, he's got 53 catches on the year. Just as a matter of contrast, Myron Scott, the Titans' leading receiver for the year, 27 catches. So Morton, a big part of this offense for South Torrance. He scored both their touchdowns, the first coming on a 29-yard reverse on a 3rd and 10 situation, and the second a 67-yard punt return. Morton, in both cases, just getting to the outside and flying past the Titan defenders. Titans coming down and scoring on a 75-yard drive, capped off with an Ed Atkinson touchdown catch. Power I now for South Torrance. Give over to the right side to McClellan. McClellan is going to be submarined. No gain on the play, shooting through there. Aarons, Metcalf making the tackle, and Dietrich as well. Pickup of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for the Spartans. Into the ball game, number 42 is Tom Adams. Big defensive play for the Titans, who have yet to stop South Torrance tonight. 2 wide receivers to the left now. Adams inside of Morton. Back to pass Jenkins, looking for Morton. Jenkins being chased, throwing it up for grabs. That pass is going to be incomplete, just off the fingertips of Morton. Tyler Tripp and Aaron getting there very close, but Jenkins threw that ball 50 yards, so the Titans are going to have to be aware of Morton no matter where he is on the field. But a big defensive stand for the Titans that time. Morton's kickoff return puts South Torrance in good field position, but the Titan defense holds, will force South Torrance to punt. Number 42, Tom Adams, to kick. Back around the 10-yard line, Santos and Shanahan. Adams drives this one, kind of a little hook. It'll take a hop and it will go be downed at the 2-yard line. An excellent punt by Adams, the ball rolling dead at the 2-yard line of San Marino. So a 44-yard punt, touchdown inside the Titan 5. They'll start there. Terrible field position for the Titans, but they grounded out well on their last drive, keeping the ball primarily on the ground until the big pass to Santos and then the touchdown pass to Atkinson. Ukapina at quarterback for the Titans. 10 minutes, 55 seconds. Remaining here in the first half, the Titans trail 13-7. Wide to the left goes Myron Scott. Double tight end set now for the Titans as Angeloff comes over, lines up tight end left. Give right up the middle this time to Santos. Santos and the rest of the pile trying to move forward out close to the 5. Pickup of maybe 2 on the play. Call it 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Titans. 2nd and 7 from the 5. TJ George bringing the play in from the sideline. Wide to the left comes Myron Scott. TJ George flanked wide to the right. Give right up the middle this time to Santos. Spins off, breaks one tackle, and Robbie Santos has first down yardage out to the 15-yard line. Santos breaking tackles. Big play that time for the Titans to get out from under the shadow of their goalposts. Steve Smith, Kevin Fitzpatrick combining to make the tackle on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 15-yard line. That's a big play for the Titans. Doesn't look too big in the books. 7-yard gain. But it gets the Titans out of deep in their own territory. Out of the eye come the Titans. Fake the give to Santos. Ukapina looks. The pass is going to be incomplete. The pass overthrown. Atkinson was there. Pass was tipped away by Carl Lee. Pass was overthrown. It's the first time I've seen the Titans do that, coming out of the eye, faking, play action. Usually it's out of the split backs that the Titans will do that. Something a little different for the Titans in Rio Hondo or in CIF play. Again, wide to the left comes Scott. To the right is George. 6-man front for South Torrance now. Draw play this time. No, a little delay. Dietrich. About a 2-yard pickup on the play. South Torrance will show that 6-man front, but the linebacker will come up and drop off with the tight end as he goes out. 3rd and 9 now for the Titans from their own 16-yard line. 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Titans trail 13-7. Santos again into the slot to the left side this time. Ukapina drops back, looking, throws into the flat. Myron Scott is there. Scott with first down yardage out to about the 28-yard line. Giving Scott a great deal of room that time is number 81, Carl Lee. So a 12-yard pickup for the Titans out to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 28. Ukapina on the money that time to Myron Scott. Ukapina not throwing with his usual zip so far tonight. That pass into the flat or on the out really has to be thrown hard. Ukapina option to the right side, pitch back to Dietrich. Dietrich with a block from Atkinson. About a 2-yard pickup on the play. Coming out from his linebacker spot is McGovney. About a 2-yard pickup on the play for Dietrich. Down to 8 minutes now here in the first half. The Titans moving from their own 2 out to the 30 now. Ledyard into the ball game. Coming out, number 65, Pat Jeffries. Ledyard got a lot of time earlier this year when Ron Steffi was out with an ankle injury. The Titans jump, flag is thrown. Ukapina goes ahead with the play and just throws it away, basically. Pass is incomplete. Titans jump like that, it should be an automatic whistle with no questions asked to the South Torrance defensive captain. The officials talking things over. It's a dead ball foul. Then again, South Torrance has no choice. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against San Marino. It'll move the Titans back inside the 25-yard line, back to about the 24, where they will face a 2nd and 13 situation. 7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Titans trailing 13-7. Scott comes wide left, working against Hanna. Into the slot comes Santos. Back to pass, Ukapina looking for Santos. Santos is there. Santos with the catch, trying to break free. The ball is loose, and it pops right back up to Robbie. Big pickup on the play. 30-yard gain for the Titans down inside of South Torrance territory. The same pass they used last time around, except this time Santos coming from the left slot. They've found a spot in the South Torrance defense. The linebackers don't drop fast enough, and the safety playing too far off. If they throw that pass even quicker, Santos will have a lot more room to run with. As it is, 1st and 10 for the Titans, South Torrance 44-yard line. Give back to the left side. Santos breaks the tackle, now back to the middle. Robbie Santos down to the 25-yard line of South Torrance. Excellent bit of running by Santos. 16-yard pickup on the play. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, shook it off, took it down to the 25, where the Titans will have a 1st and 10. First and 10 Titans. Myron Scott wide left. TJ George to the right. Pitch back to Dietrich. Dietrich trying to break to the outside, has the near sideline. Dietrich down to about the 21-yard line. Chased down there by Carl Lee and Steve Smith. Smith has excellent mobility. He and McGovney doing a fine job from the linebacker spots for South Torrance. Second and about 6 for the Titans. Myron Scott wide to the right. Angeloff to the left. Ukapina fake to give, rolling to his right. Ukapina lots of time to throw, looking into the end zone for Scott. That pass is going to be out of the end zone. Ukapina, had he wanted it, could have rolled behind Ledyard and picked up big yardage, but he wanted Myron Scott deep downfield. Coverage provided there by John Morton. And as well as Myron Scott runs, you could run him all day long and all night long, and he would not get behind John Morton. 3rd and 6 now for the Titans. They're in a position where if they don't pick it up on 3rd down, they would go for it on 4th down. 5:25 remaining here in the second quarter. 13-7 South Torrance lead. Watch for Ed Atkinson, number 5, the tight end on this play. Give to Santos. Santos back to throw. Robbie throwing into the end zone. TJ George, that pass is going to be incomplete. Number 81, Carl Lee. Santos, the first time he's thrown all year. That pass nearly picked off in the end zone. Titans, Kevin Shanahan into the ball game. Shanahan, the ball spotted at the 27, makes this a 37-yard field goal attempt. Andy Roos, number 18 to hold. Roos played some quarterback for the Titans last year. Snap is clean. Shanahan's kick is long, but way wide to the left. Big drive for the Titans that time. They got the ball on their own 2-yard line, took it down to the South Torrance 25. But for not, ate up a lot of time, got them out of trouble, but no points on the board. It'll be 1st and 10 South Torrance. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for South Torrance. From their own 20-yard line, 5 minutes and 11 seconds. They have all 3 timeouts, and they have the speed to get to the end zone in a hurry. Double tight end set now and a power I. Give over to the left side. McClellan leaps one man at the line of scrimmage, pops out to about the 23, 24-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play. Titans have to be aware of where number 4, John Morton, is at all times. Morton lined up as a tight end that time. This time Morton goes wide to the left. Adams comes wide to the right. Lone back in the backfield this time, number 27, Brian Lee. Titans shift to a double safety. Back to pass is Jenkins throwing. Has Morton. Morton fumbles the ball. The ball is loose, and it's going to be taken by the Titans. No, the ball is still loose. and I believe it's going to stay with South Torrance. It does. The pass was complete, and it looked as though the ball was going to be recovered by the Titans, but it rolled out of bounds after bouncing around a little bit. Pass is complete, back to the 23-yard line. Clock stops as the ball goes out of bounds. 4 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. Titans need to hold here in order to get decent field position with some time left. South Torrance with a 13-7 lead. John Morton sent wide to the right. Adams to the left. Double slot now. And McClellan goes in motion. Jenkins on a quarterback draw. There are too many people in the backfield, but the tackle is made. There's a penalty flag thrown there. David Jenkins making the tackle on the play. Metcalf came in late. That was what the second flag was. Penalty goes both ways. Talking with both players.
The guy kind of bumped him a little bit after the play, and he turned around and went back up and gave him a big old shove in the. This is going to be a live ball play, and then it's going to be a dead ball foul.
Illegal motion against San Marino. Penalty marked off 5 yards one way. And then personal foul marked off against the Titans. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards, goes back against the Titans. So the Titans not only stopped him for the first down on that quarterback draw, but the penalty would have moved him even further back. But Metcalf, with a dead ball foul, gives South Torrance first down on the 34-yard line. That's where the Spartans will be 1st and 10. Power eye to the right side this time for South Torrance. Give over to the left side to McClellan. McClellan along the far sideline, gets it out to about the 40-yard line. Taken down inbounds there. Making the tackle is Metcalf. Along with Tyler Tripp helping out on the tackle. About a 6-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 now for the Titans. I beg your pardon, for the Spartans. Jenkins at quarterback for South Torrance. As McClellan deep back in the power eye. Fake to give to McClellan. Jenkins looking for a man to throw to. Has his tight end, number 89. That's Paul Batchelor. Fans are a little upset. They want a flag here. They're not going to get one. A first down pickup for South Torrance. Ball out to about the 44-yard line. Wide to the left goes Morton, working against Shanahan. Number 42 is Adams. Jenkins with a give to McClellan over the right side. McClellan is going to be taken down. Making the tackle there, Dolan, Dietrich, and Simpkins. About a 1-yard loss on the play. It's the most excited I've seen the San Marino fans all year. Second down, 11 for South Torrance from the 43-yard line. Winding down to 2 minutes here in the first half. South Torrance still has all 3 timeouts remaining. This is the time of the quarter where you really have to watch John Morton working against Kevin Shanahan to the top of the screen. Jenkins with a give over the right side. McClellan is going to be dragged down again. Matt Fortune making the tackle this time. About a 3 or 4 yard gain for McClellan. Give it a 4-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 now. Ball out to the 48-yard line. South Torrance has it 3rd and 7 from that spot. 1 minute, 27 seconds remaining. Morton wide to the left, Adams to the right. McClellan in the slot to the left side, so lots of speed on the left side for South Torrance offense. Ball is loose. No movement on the front line. Jenkins started to pull out in the center. The center, John Schenkelberg, didn't snap it. 5-yard penalty against South Torrance, moves the ball back to the 43-yard line. Will be 3rd and 12 now, 3rd and 12 for South Torrance. Winding down to just about a minute left. If I'm South Torrance, I try and get the hands of John Morton around the ball and let his feet do the rest of the work. The Titans know that as well. Kevin Shanahan, Robbie Santos responsible for Morton. Morton now coming to the right side. Atkinson will have responsibility. Adams, wide receiver to the left side. Too much time taken by South Torrance. That's another 5 yards. It's going to make it 4th and 16 for South Torrance. 4th and 17 now. Timeout is going to be called for by South Torrance. 41 seconds remaining in the half. No scoring here in the second quarter. Leaves the score at 13-7. The Titans with a big drive here in the second quarter, getting out of deep, deep trouble after a punt had been down on their own 2-yard line. Moving the ball smartly till they got to the 25. Drive stalled from there. Kevin Shanahan's 37-yard field goal attempt wide to the left. The Titans trying to shut down the explosive South Torrance offense here in the second quarter. South Torrance down in the last minute here of the quarter, hurting themselves with penalties. First the illegal procedure and then too much time. Forced them to call timeout here with 41 seconds left. The Titans, should they stop South Torrance here, should call timeout, and then they'd have a chance to go after the punt. One way or the other, either go for the block or try and set up a return with either Shanahan or Santos. Wide to the right is Morton. Back to pass is Jenkins. Jenkins is throwing. That pass is incomplete. Adams was by himself. Shanahan was beaten by 5 or 6 yards, and if that pass is on the money, that is a touchdown. Kevin Shanahan back at about the 45-yard line, talking to himself, saying, "Kevin, buddy, you are a lucky son of a gun." Adams set to kick away. The Titans, the snap is a little high. Tyler Tripp coming hard, he blocks it. Tyler Tripp with the block. The ball goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Big play by Tyler Tripp. 31 seconds remain in the half. The Titans with an opportunity. All 3 timeouts remaining. Tyler Tripp just came hard from the Titan right side. The snap was a little high. Adams had to go up to get it. Lots of time left for the Titans. The ball went out of bounds. The clock stops. Myron Scott wide to the right. Santos now going into the right slot. Back to pass. Ukapina throwing over the middle of the field. That pass is going to be intercepted by Morton down at the 5-yard line. So the Titan opportunity ends with an interception. There's a man down for South Torrance, number 2, Kevin Fitzpatrick. Ukapina basically just put that ball up for grabs. The Titans had 3 timeouts remaining, 31 seconds. Time to run 4 plays easy. Instead, first play they go for it all. And it didn't happen. Kevin Fitzpatrick, 5'9", 160-pound junior defensive back, being administered to the medical staffs of both teams. There's a big collision there. A lot of bodies slammed together down around the 5-yard line. That type of situation, you can get a knee twisted, you can get the air knocked out of you. We're going to pause here and come back as soon as Fitzpatrick is cleared off the field. The Titans trailing 13-7, 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. You got to go to Atkinson Moore coming across the middle, or Santos. Yeah, Tyler Tripp got it. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Because their backers don't drop. They're not coming off the ball at all. Kevin Fitzpatrick being helped off the field. He was shaken up. Timeout is called for by South Torrance. Coach Bill Maloney trots out onto the field to talk to his defensive unit. South Torrance using their second timeout. They'll have one timeout remaining. Again, this is a dangerous, dangerous South Torrance team. They nearly connected on that third down play, 3rd down and 18 for Adams. Adams had gotten behind Kevin Shanahan, so this is by no means a lock situation for the Titans. It's really nothing like speed. You can teach blocking, you can teach tackling, you can improve a guy's ability to catch, run, and throw. As far as maneuvering and learning how to read the defenses or the offenses. But as far as just straight, flat-out speed, you're born with it.
Use your timeouts down here. Don't let them get off the field on the 5-yard line.
Jenkins with McClellan deep in the eye. Give to McClellan over the right side. McClellan gets it out to about the 9-yard line, and the Titans call timeout. Titans hoping for some kind of turnover here. They use one timeout. They've got 2 remaining. So. Interesting note here, the South Torrance High School athletic director, a gentleman named Roger Bryant. Roger Bryant, the husband of Maureen Bryant, who's the coach of the San Marino girls tennis team. Tuesday afternoon at the San Marino Tennis Club at Lacey Park. The girls will be defending their 3A CIF title. It's the 6th time in the last 7 years that the Titans girls tennis squad, has gone to the finals of CIF. Coach Maureen Bryant and her charges, looking for a win over Capistrano Valley. So if you like tennis, you like good tennis, the Titans women play excellent tennis. Head on down to the San Marino Tennis Club at Lacey Park Tuesday afternoon. Back to football. John Morton, number 4, wide to the left. Adams wide to the right. Back to passes Jenkins. Jenkins is going to throw up the sideline, looking for Adams. Ed Atkinson is there. The pass is incomplete. Ed had it in his hands at about the 38-yard line. He was backpedaling. Couldn't quite pull it in. Adams knocked it out of his hands. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for South Torrance. 14 seconds remaining. The Titans may want to try and make South Torrance punt. Tyler Tripp got the last one this deep into South Torrance territory. Might give it a try. Adams and Morton wide to the left. Jenkins with McClellan and McGovney in the backfield behind him. Give to McClellan left side. McClellan is going to be pounded. Putting the finishing touches on that one was David Nelson, and the Titans call timeout. So the punt team comes on again, 8 seconds remaining. Coach Bill Maloney comes onto the field. Titans have an opportunity. If it's a bad punt, the Titans should call fair catch. Here comes the punt rush team. Titans putting 2 men back, Shanahan and Santos. Situation like this where South Torrance just had its last punt blocked, they may be very conscious of staying in and blocking and not getting the men downfield for Santos and Shanahan. Santos and Shanahan back around the 45-yard line. Titans with 1 timeout remaining. Adams, number 42, the kicker for the Titans. Snap is clean. Adams drives this one. It's going to be taken on a hop by Santos at about his own 47. Santos looking for room to run. Santos is going to be taken down, and the quarter and the half will expire with South Torrance holding a 13-7 lead over the San Marino Titans in the first round of CIF play. We'll be back for the second half after this. His last game, it's kind of our last game. You go back and do it. We're all going back. Check it out. So have fun. You don't freeze it. It'll be mid. It'll be around 50 degrees, but it'll be sunny, so it's a different story. I went up last weekend and watched St. Louis play. It was great. It's cold up there. Right there. Ask Mickey sometime about a Santa Maria game about 5 years ago, and ask him about being cold. We were standing at the top of the stands, 25-mile-an-hour winds. Felt like a chill back there. Maybe we were just dying out there. Santa Maria must not be a good place for us to go. We were up there 2 years ago. Yeah, baseball. St. Joseph's, Santa Maria. I tell you, their field was nice. That field foul line. I'll also tell you, couldn't tee it for golf. Couldn't get it out there. Blow straight in off the ocean. Yeah. About ready to get the second half underway here. San Marino will receive. The Titans trailing 13-7. Taken back somewhat by the explosiveness of South Torrance in the first half, particularly John Morton, but able to keep him in check in the second quarter. The Titans with some opportunities in the second quarter, particularly late. Tyler Tripp blocking a punt, but the next play, Ucrapina intercepted. The Titans squandered the opportunity. They will have offensive possession to start this third quarter. Number 35, Brian Hanna, will kick away, back deep to receive. Dietrich, Santos, and Atkinson. Montoya, who had his shot in the first half, not back there this time. Both kickoff returns in the first half for the sophomore Montoya. Hanna set to kick away. The Titans trailing 13-7 going into the second half. Low line drive will be taken. No, it will skip by Robbie Santos and go into the end zone. If Robbie had taken that on the fly, line drives like that give you a chance to run the ball back very well. As it is, Titans will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Again, setting the Titan offense for you, Joey Conzanieri at center. It's going to be Steffi and Ledyard at the guards. Simpkins and Ravaputi the tackles. Give over the left side this time to Santos. Santos trying to pound it forward, only about a 2-yard pickup on the play. Atkinson, number 5, the tight end for the Titans. We'll see Myron Scott, number 80, the wide receiver. Alternating will be Dan Angeloff and TJ George, bringing in the plays from Coach Lauren Kleinrock on the bench. Running back Santos, number 20, and Jerry Dietrich, number 9. Dietrich and Santos, a matched pair, both rushing for over 600 yards on the year, both averaging more than 5 yards a carry. 2nd and 8 for the Titans. Myron Scott left, TJ George wide to the right. Ukapina with a give over the right side to Santos. Santos, McGovney making the hit at the line of scrimmage. Santos lunging out close to the 25. Ball marked at about the 24-yard line. It will be 3rd and 6 for the Titans. The Titans ran the ball well in the first half. Santos and Dietrich both picking up nice gains. But South Torrance Spartans have 3 players giving the Titans a lot of trouble. Number 66, Joe DeLeda, defensive tackle. Number 46, McGovney. And Smith, number 10, the other linebacker, also doing a lot of damage. 3rd and 6, Ukapina back to pass. Throws, that pass is going to be caught by Dan Angeloff. Angeloff out to about the 39-yard line. Atkinson clearing deep from his tight end spot, and Angeloff turning it in over the middle, taking it in at the 38-yard line. 1st down for the Titans from that spot. Just underway here in the second half. South Torrance Spartans with a 13-7 lead over the Titans. Kevin Fitzpatrick, who was shaken up at the end of the first half, back in there now as the safety for South Torrance. Out of the eye come the Titans. Option to the right side. Ukapina breaks 1 tackle. Coming back to the middle of the field, Ukapina showing good speed once he gets into the open. Gets it down inside of South Torrance territory on an 18-yard pickup to the South Torrance 43. Mark's not exactly the most nimble guy, but once he gets going straight ahead, north and south, he's got good speed. He moved it for an 18-yard pickup. Ball at the 44-yard line of South Torrance. 10 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Titans trail by 6, 13-7. 5-2 defense for the Spartans. They've been in it all night long. Ukapina back to pass, looking for Scott in the flat. Myron taken down. Tackle made by number 81, Carl Lee, and 32, Sonny Kim. Ukapina getting some zip on the ball that time, something that he lacked in the first half. The officials are going to bring this in and measure it. They are about a yard short, just eyeballing it from here. Brad Simpkins, number 58, coming over to check with the official. Simpkins having to go both ways tonight. Keith Brennan, who had been playing a very good defensive tackle spot for the Titans, out with ligament damage, stretched ligaments. Titans hope that he might be able to come back if they continue on through the CIF playoffs. But tonight, he's not even suited up. Less than a yard, about a foot for the Titans. 2nd down from the 34-yard line. They've got to move it ahead just a bit to pick up the 1st down. Third and short, second and short for the Titans, beg your pardon.
Turned and ran something deep and wide to the outside.
Angelov wide right, Scott to the left. Fake the give, Ukropina back to pass. That pass is going to be short and incomplete. Ukropina had big pressure from Chris Smith. Put that ball up for grabs, and Sonny Kim coming back couldn't quite hang on to the ball. It'll be third and short now for the Titans. The Titans trying to take advantage of a second and short situation. Now can go for the first down on third and short. Titans line up in the eye. Look for Ukropina to sneak. Over the right side goes Ukropina. Picks up 4 yards on the play. Actually about a 3-yard gain for Mark. That puts the ball at the 31-yard line of South Torrance. 9 minutes, 15 seconds. The clock running here in the third quarter. 13-7 lead for South Torrance. Ukropina with a give back to the left side to Santos. Santos gets it out for about a 2-yard pickup. Tackle by number 42, Tom Adams. It's a little bad blood being stirred on the field now. We've had a couple times when there's been some hitting after the play's been whistled dead. That time some of the linemen getting into it about 3 yards downfield. Timeout called for by the officials. I believe that he's coming to talk to both teams right now, saying, look, we don't want any problems. Also, there's a little equipment adjustment that Joey Conzaneri is going to have to make. Joey's helmet is dinged up, so they're just going to bring in a helmet from the sideline. Nope, they're not going to let him do it. Into the ballgame, number 55 with Tim Ralphs. Ralphs with the vocal cheering section right in front of us here. Conzaneri's got to get his helmet fixed. The officials wouldn't let him switch helmets. 2nd and 8 now for the Titans. 4-man front this time for South Torrance. Fake the give, Ukropina back to pass, rolling to his left, throws. That pass is going to be incomplete. First time that South Torrance has gone to a 4-man front. It's going to be 3rd down now and 8. It'll be 3rd down now and 8 for the Titans. Joey Conzaneri back into the ball game. Tim Ralphs is one play in there. South Torrance showing blitz this time. Both middle linebackers coming, throwing into the flat. The pass is overthrown. Ukropina with no time. Very obvious blitz showing that time. If they'd been able to get the pass out there, only 2 men to beat. Pass intended for Santos. So South Torrance changing up their defenses here. They didn't blitz at all in the first half. They didn't use a 4-man front in the first half. And on successive plays, they do just that. It'll be 4th down now. The Titans with the ball on the South Torrance 29-yard line. 8:02 remaining in the third quarter. Now they go to a 6-man, no, 5-man front. Again, the blitz coming, throwing across the middle. That's going to be caught. Myron Scott, great catch coming back to the ball. Down ball is at the 15-yard line. Myron Scott sliding to the turf, picking the ball up off the grass. Excellent catch for Myron Scott. Ukropina again zipping the ball in this time as opposed to floating it as he was in the first half. First down for the Titans. 1st and 10 from the South Torrance 15-yard line. Single coverage now on Myron Scott, wide to the left side. Back to pass to Ukrapina, looking right now, back to the left, looks for Scott, and the pass is overthrown. Penalty flag thrown on the play. I believe if the officials talk about this, there was really no chance for Myron to catch the ball. But we'll see what the officials do. Pass interference called against South Torrance. That pass was a good 10 feet over Myron's head, but the flag came down anyway. Sometimes when a pass is so obviously uncatchable, the officials will wave off the interference call. It's going to be half the distance to the goal line. It's going to be first down. The officials are calling it first and goal, calling it automatic first down. It should be first and 3, but they're not doing it that way. Back to pass, Ukrapina looking for Scott. Myron Scott, touchdown, San Marino. Myron Scott running an out pattern on Kevin Fitzpatrick. Isolated all alone out there. Steve Smith trying to help out, couldn't get there in time. Ukrapina coming back with some fire in his arm this half. Ball game's tied at 13. Shanahan in to kick the extra point. Andy Roos to hold. Out of the hold of Roos. Movement on the offensive front for the Titans. Brad Simpkins making a move. Illegal procedure against the Titan, moves the ball back 5 yards. That'll mean Shanahan will be kicking from the 15-yard line, 25 yards for the extra point. This has been troublesome for San Marino all year. They've had a number of these blocked. Snap is clean. Shanahan's kick is high and good. 7 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Titans have fought back from a 13-0 deficit early to take a 1-point lead, 14-13. That an 80-yard drive sparked by the passing of Ukrapina. Big play in there, a pass to Myron Scott, then a touchdown throw to Scott from 7 yards out. The big difference this half, Ukrapina throwing the ball with a little zip as opposed to floating it as he was in the first half. A little more confident of the reads that he's got. He knows where the men are going to be for the South Torrance defense, and his receivers getting open for him. Back deep to receive, number 81, Carl Lee. He's not the big man. Number 4, John Morton is, however. He's back there about the 5-yard line. Santos hangs this one high. It's going to be taken by Morton again at the 7-yard line. Straight up the middle comes Morton. Slips one tackle, but then he's finally wrapped up and brought down at about the 31-yard line. Anytime he touches the ball, the pace quickens and the heartbeats go up here on the San Marino side. They've seen what Morton can do. Just about 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. The Titans with a 14-13 lead. South Torrance, their first offensive possession of the second half. They were shut down in the second half. Adams in motion. Give to McClellan over the right side. McClellan trying to get to the outside. Fortune and Dietrich run him down. McClellan had nowhere to go. The San Marino crowd beginning to get into this game. 2-yard loss on the play for McClellan. Second and 12 now. Power eye to the right side. Morton tight end to the left. Back to pass is Jenkins. Looking into the flat for Batchelor. He's going to be sacked. Good defensive coverage downfield by the Titans. Simpkins, Fortune, Tripp, all in on the sack, a big loss. Jenkins taken down at about the 18-yard line. Both Batchelor into the flat and Morton going deep were well covered by the Titan defensive backs that time. It'll be third down now, 3rd and 22. Jenkins sends Morton and Adams wide to the left. Back to pass. Jenkins rolling to his left. Tyler Tripp with a man, has a hand on him. Tyler Tripp shakes off McGovney's block. A big sack for the Titan defense. 2 in a row. 8-yard loss on the play makes it 4th and 30. The Titan defense rises up here to start the second half. Tripp doing a nice job, shook off McGovney that time. Snap is clean. Adams, it's a poor kick. Ball is going to go to the 45, 50, down inside. Adams' kick was a squirrler, a decent one. The Titans will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Into the ball game for Simpkins, getting a blow is Rich Brennan, number 70. So Brennan and Ledyard getting a lot of playing time here. The officials setting the sticks, holding the Titans up a little bit. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remain. The Titans with a 1-point lead, 14-13. Ukropina, reverse to Atkinson. Atkinson with a block by Ukropina. There's a penalty flag on the play. Only about a 5-yard pickup for Atkinson. Usually on a play that way, it's going to be a holding penalty. Holding, San Marino. Funny thing about that is that the hold was called away from the direction that the play eventually ended up going. Thrown on the left side of the Titan front. Atkinson ended up going around the right. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which was the 50-yard line, moves the ball back to the 40. It will be 1st and 17 from the Titans from their own 40-yard line. TJ George into the ball game now. Back to pass, Ukropina looks to his right. That pass is incomplete. Thrown right into the hands of number 59, Rowan Kelly. Kelly was the only man there. Simpkins back into the ball game now for the Titans. It's going to be 2nd down and 17 for the Titans. 2 plays to look for here. One is a draw. The other would be a screen for the Titans. Wide to the left is Angeloff. To the right is Scott. No blitz this time. Back to pass. Ukropina throws. Angeloff is there at the 45-yard line of South Torrance. South Torrance has an enormous hole in their defense. And it's behind the linebackers who don't drop off very well and in front of the safeties who drop off extremely fast. The Titans are to keep their outside men wide and drag Atkinson or any of the other men across the middle. They're going to be open all day long. Big pickup on the play, 15 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 now for the Titans from the South Torrance 45-yard line. TJ George wide to the right. Out of the eye come the Titans. Ukropina fakes a give, rolling to his left. Ukropina dumps it off. Atkinson there, hauls it in. He's hit as he makes the catch. Morton made the catch. I beg your pardon, Morton made the hit. Ed Atkinson bringing the ball in. 1st down yardage, but popped hard by Morton after he made the catch. Receivers have to expect it, though. They know that if they're even going to be close to the ball, they'll be hit. So the Titans come back from a 2nd and 17 situation for a first down now at the 31-yard line of South Torrance. 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Titans with a 14-13 lead. Ucapina with a give straight up the middle. Santos jukes to the right. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards straight up the middle. Making the tackle, number 62, Andy Lee. Give it a 4-yard pickup. 4-yard pickup for the Titans on the play. 2nd and 6 now from the 28-yard line. Coming in for Lee, number 75, Robert Ferkula. I beg your pardon. It's Ferkula now over the nose. Not Ferkula, but number 75. Ucapina gives straight up the middle. Santos again. Same play, same result, about a 4-yard pickup. The Titans getting off the ball well now. It's going to be 3rd and about 1. 3rd and 1.5 now for the Titans from the 23-yard line. Call it 3rd and 2 now from the 24. Inside of 2 minutes now. 3rd and 2 Titans. Angeloff wide right, eye behind Ucapina. Now Santos steps up to the right side. Give it to Dietrich over the left side. Dietrich breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets it down inside the 20, picks up the first down. And the Titan offensive line begins to get a little surge going. That time Steffi knocking number 59, Rowan Kelly, off the ball, creating a seam for Jerry Dietrich. Myron Scott wide to the right. Eye for the Titans with George to the left side. Again over the left side, Santos. Santos with a nice move. Santos down inside the 5, dragged down at the 1-yard line by John Morton. So the Titans finding a spot they like on the right side of the defensive front for South Torrance. Santos with a big 16-yard pickup on the play. The Titans will be 1st and goal from the 1. Robbie Santos with a nice bit of running that time. Picking his way down, call it the 2. 2nd ball on the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. So flag thrown on the play. Illegal procedure called against the Titans. That'll make it 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Inside of a minute now, 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Scott wide to the right, double tight end set now for the Titans. Penalty flag thrown.
That's got to be the quarterback.
Ed Atkinson signaling that it's against South Torrance, and it is offside against South Torrance. It's going to be half the distance to the goal line. So on penalties, the Titans get back close to the line of scrimmage that they started off, but with a half the distance, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3.5 now. Final seconds of the third quarter. Clock may run out before the Titans get off this play. And that's the end of the third quarter. The play does not count. Dietrich carried it over the left side, but the play does not count. But at the end of the third quarter, the Titans will hold a 14-13 lead going into the fourth quarter. The Titans with a nice drive, getting their 7. Then on South Torrance's only offensive possession, the Titans driving them back deep
into their own territory with sacks on 2 successive plays. And the Titans now, to start the fourth quarter, will have it 1st and goal from the 3.5-yard line of South Torrance, trying to expand their lead. First and goal here to start the fourth quarter. The Titans on the 3.5-yard line. 14-13 lead. Double tight end set. I formation for the Titans. Ukrapina right up the middle.
You better not hold the ball out there like that.
Trying to break the plane.
Just trying to put, he had the ball way out away from his body.
It's a man down for the Titans, number 63. That's Steffi.
Steffi's down.
Coming into the ball game will be 65, Pat Jeffries.
The linebacker on this side was shooting, and so they pitched down.
Steffi could be down for a while, so we're going to hold here.
Yeah, on this
Oh,
especially.
Steffi's hopping up to his feet. Looked as though his ankle was bad. Steffi earlier this year had a bad ankle, and that's definitely what he's favoring as he comes off the field now.
The ball's on about the 1-foot line, folks. Put you give it to Ukrapina 3 more times. 1-foot line, give it to Ukrapina 3 more times. You just tell him to hang on to the damn ball.
Steffi walking it off, but I don't know that he will be back in unless they can tape that thing up very tight. Angelov carrying the play in. Ball on about the 2-foot line for the Titans, 2nd and goal. Again, double tight end set. Ukrapina over the left side this time. Into the end zone, touchdown. And Sanjeev Ravapudi comes off the bottom of the pile limping. Shanahan out of the hold of Roos. Adds the extra point. 11 minutes, 15 seconds remain in this first round of CIF play, and the Titans hold a 21-13 lead. Sanjeev Ravapudi comes off gimpy. The Titans already lost Jeffries with an ankle injury. They've had Ledyard, they've had Rich Brennan in there playing for the Titans so far tonight. Robbie Santos will kick for the Titans. John Morton will be back deep to receive for South Torrance. 53-yard drive that time for the Titans. Coming after a big defensive series, set him up. Santos set to kick. He's going to hang this one up again for Morton. Morton will take it at about the 4-yard line. Big wedge in front of Morton. Morton with a block. Morton one man to beat. It's Robbie Santos. To the outside is Morton, and he's gone. '96-yard touchdown run for John Morton. He scored from 29 on a reverse, 63 on a punt return, and now 96 on a kickoff return. Brings South Torrance within 2. South Torrance going into a full huddle. They may not have time here. Timeout called for by South Torrance. They were not going to have time to get this away. South Torrance is going to go. Looks as though they're going to go for two here, whether it's out of kick formation or out of a regular formation. John Morton single-handedly now taking the Titans on. South Torrance that time had all 11 men massed in front of Morton, and once he got past the first wave of Titan defenders, he had only one man to beat, and that was Robbie Santos, and Santos had Chad McGovney in his face. Morton got a step, and he was gone. So the Titans' offensive dominance here in the second half will only leave them with at most 2 points and perhaps a tie ball game. Jenkins back to pass, looking to his right. Tyler Tripp on the sack. From the blind side, Tyler Tripp putting Jenkins down. So with 11 minutes remaining in the ball game, the Titans maintain a 2-point lead. Tyler Tripp, big sack. Titans have to go down, control the ball for a while, get the score, and then keep the ball out of John Morton's hands. Robbie Santos, Montoya, and Jerry Dietrich back deep to receive. Santos, Jerry Dietrich, and Alfonso Montoya back deep to receive. Montoya's had 2 runbacks. Known on the sophomore unit this year as the Fonz. Hannon a kick. He hangs this one. It's going to be taken by the Fonz on the run at about the 18-yard line, coming back to the middle of the field. Fonz looking for a hole. Drags people with him out to about the 34-yard line. Doing a good job. South Torrance kicking away from Robbie Santos. And Montoya pressed into service here up from the sophomore squad, getting congratulations on the sidelines. One other sophomore we may see tonight is Nathan Olson. He might come in and play a little defense for the Titans to give Simpkins a blow on defense. But now that we're into the fourth quarter, I doubt that'll happen. Out of the eye come the Titans. Give to Santos. Santos looking for room over the left side. And a South Torrance defense that had 2 drives stuffed down their throats after the Morton run back. They're coming back tough. No gain for Santos on the play. The Titans found a spot on the right side of the South Torrance defensive front that they liked this last drive. They went back to it this time and came up empty. To the left is George, to the right is Scott. Showing shoot. Straight up the middle, picked up the blitz that time. Ucropina throwing across the middle, throws behind Myron Scott. Scott turned it in about 15 yards down the field. Pass thrown a little behind him. Myron was open. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Titans from their own 34-yard line. Scott to the right, Angeloff to the left. Now Santos into the slot to the right side. 4-man front for South Torrance. Picked up well, throws into the flat. Myron Scott, first down yardage out to the 45-yard line, again in front of Kirkpatrick. Ukapina with the sideline throw. Titans have the first down. Ball at the 45-yard line, stayed inbounds. Scott had to come back. Pass was thrown low and away, as it should be on a sideline pattern. That way the defensive back has no chance to get to it, and the only man who has a chance at the reception is the receiver. Conzaneri, Jeffries, Ledyard, Simpkins, and Ravaputi up front for the Titans. Ed Atkinson tight end to the left side. Ukapina, quick drop, pump fake, looking, rolling to his right, throwing deep now, trying to reach Atkinson. Ed's there. Atkinson, oh, the pass tipped up. Ed unable to come to it. Coverage by Fitzpatrick and Carl Lee down around the 10-yard line. The Titans going for it all, couldn't quite come up with it. 2nd and 10 now for the Titans from their own 45-yard line. Second down, 10. Wide to the left goes Scott, picked up by Fitzpatrick. Angela off to the right, coverage by Lee. Straight drop back blitz coming, a screen is set up in the middle. It's beautiful. There's a penalty flag on the play.
That's a terrible call if he goes 5 feet to downfield. That's a terrible call. That was thrown behind the line.
All 4 of the Titan offensive linemen out in front. No flag on the play. You might have heard Coach McNamee in the background saying as long as that pass is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, there is no illegal receiver downfield. Still, the Titans had a chance to get a lot out of that play. Everybody collapsed on the one defender there instead of spreading out and finding somebody else to knock off. As it was, Santos got the ball down to the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Titans. 21-19 lead here with 9 minutes remaining in the ball game. Give right up the middle to Dietrich. Dietrich trying to keep pounding forward. Legs still churning, gets the ball inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Adams off the bottom of the pile. At a 4-yard pickup on the play, it'll be 2nd and 6 now for the Titans from the 39-yard line of South Torrance. South Torrance defense on the field almost all second half here as the Titans have been hammering away at them on the ground. But the ball game's still close due to John Morton's electrifying 96-yard kickoff return. Clock ticking down to 8 minutes now in the ball game. Ukapina back to pass, straight drop, looks, has Atkinson with the catch. Ed Atkinson down inside the 20. Atkinson with the catch, but he's down. A little shaken up on the play. Ed Atkinson pops up after making the catch. And the Titans throwing the ball into the middle of the South Torrance defense where the holes are. That pass down to the 16-yard line. So a pickup of 22 yards on the play. 17-yard line, 21 yards. Wide to the right goes Scott, double coverage this time. George single coverage to the top. Give right up the middle. Dietrich breaks one tackle down inside the 5. The ball's loose, and it's going to be covered by South Torrance on the 1-yard line. So the bugaboo for Jerry Dietrich, the fumble, comes back to haunt him just as he'd broken tackles, gotten the ball inside the 5. The Titans knocking on the door, find out that it's locked and they don't have the key. South Torrance trailing 21-19, 7 minutes, 29 seconds remaining, and the clock running. They have 2 timeouts remaining. 99 yards, but John Morton can cover that distance in a flash. Morton out wide to the right side, covered by Atkinson. To the left is Adams. Jenkins at quarterback. Straight back to pass. Atkinson looking over the middle. The pass is knocked down by Metcalf. Nice play by Mike Metcalf coming from his middle linebacker spot. McGovney coming out of the backfield. Jenkins trying to throw and find him. Dangerous situation for South Torrance. They have not been able to run the ball against the Titans very well. This is only the second offensive possession for South Torrance in the second half. The first time they had the ball, they were sacked twice, kicked the ball away. This is the second time, and their field position is very bad.
Oh dear.
Adams and Morton wide to the left. Jenkins back to pass, looking for Morton out on the sideline. The pass is off his fingertips at about the 20. The pass just overthrown. Jenkins given time to throw. It'll be 3rd and 10 for South Torrance.
We hold them here. I think if I read your mind, the only thing you got to tell them is you can't rush the kicker.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now from the 1-yard line. South Torrance operating from their own 1 following the Dietrich fumble. Jenkins sends Morton wide to the right, Adams wide to the left. 4-man front now for the Titans. Back to passes, Jenkins screen setting up to the right side. McClellan is going to be dropped. Nice defensive play that time, making the play. Number 9, Jerry Dietrich. Outstanding play, slicing behind the screen because McClellan had room to run up the far sideline. As it was, only a 3 or 4 yard pickup on the play. Big defensive play by Jerry Dietrich. Adams will kick out of his own end zone. He had a high snap. Tyler Tripp got one earlier in the game.
These guys are still too deep.
Snap is clean. Adams steps up, gets the kick away. Santos and Shanahan let it drop. Santos picks it up. Santos trying to get to the near sideline. Beats the man to the corner. Down inside the 35 to about the 31-yard line is Robbie Santos. The ball took a hop. Santos took it on the bounce. Brought it down to the 31-yard line. 6:05 remain. The Titans on the 31-yard line of South Torrance. So South Torrance has had 6 offensive plays, excluding punts, here in the second half. And they've picked up a total of minus 17 yards. Ukapina give over to the right side. Santos with a big hole. Santos tripped up at the 18-yard line. Kevin Fitzpatrick makes a saving tackle. Santos down to the 16-yard line, so a pickup of 15 on the play for Santos. First down Titans, South Torrance 16-yard line. Ukapina give over the left side, this time to Santos. Santos bouncing off of Dietrich as he went through the hole, a little uncomfortable through there. Taken down by Adams and Andy Lee. Pickup of 2 on the plays, 2nd and 8 for the Titans from the 15-yard line. Ball just across the 15 of South Torrance. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the game. The Titans with a 21-19 lead. Rich Brennan, number 70, in at one of the tackle spots. Coach Maloney resting Simpkins so he's fresh on defense. Give right up the middle to Dietrich. Dietrich down to the 10. 3rd and about 3 now for the Titans from the 10-yard line. Titans right now, you're thinking field goal, forget about it. A field goal really does them no good. All it does is it keeps South Torrance from winning by a field goal. Touchdown, much more comfortable. Put the Titans up, even without the extra point, by 8, with the extra point by 9, and out of range. Give to Santos. Santos has a first down and more. Down to the 5. Simpkins now in on the short yardage. Rich Brennan doing a good job. That play going right over his back that time. the Titans. First and goal from the 5. 4 minutes remain in the ball game. The Titans dominating this second half. Myron Scott one-on-one against Fitzpatrick, wide to the left. Straight up the middle, Ukapina, touchdown, San Marino, his second of the night. Eight-point lead right now for the Titans with the extra point. Should they get it, it puts the game out of reach. Snap is clean. The extra point is good. 3 minutes, 42 seconds, and the Titans get out of range of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 9-point lead and another Titans down on the field. I believe it's Sanjeev Ravapudi. I can't tell from here, though. Ravapudi was limping earlier in the game, had a bad ankle. He went back in there on the offensive series. This time his right ankle being heavily favored. That would be a big, big loss for the Titans. Ravapudi has been the anchor for the Titans all season long, the only returning starter on the offensive front. He and the offensive line taking charge here in the second half, pounding the ball at the South Torrance defense, keeping their explosive offense off the field for all but 6 plays here in the second half. So as Ravapudi limps off, the Titans get set to kick away. John Morton, number 4. If I'm Coach Bill Maloney, I have talked to Robbie Santos and said, you kick to Morton, you sit down. 3:42 remaining in the ball game. Santos kicks this one. It will take a hop, 2 hops, roll, and they'll pitch it back to Morton. Morton trying to bring it up the far sideline. Shanahan wraps him up, and Morton goes down at the 28-yard line. South Torrance knows which side the bread's buttered on, pitched it back to Morton, but the extra time spent allowed Shanahan to get in on the tackle. 3 minutes, 33 seconds, and the clock running. 9-point San Marino lead, 28-19. Depending on the outcome of this game, which at this point looks as though it will be a Titan win. Back to pass as Jenkins throws into the flat to Morton. Morton trying to get to the outside. The ball is loose. Kicked forward, covered. No. Nearly covered by the Titans, just through the Titans' hands, and recovered by number 30, McClellan. Big pickup on the play. Morton lost the ball, tried to pick it up. He ended up kicking it, and McClellan recovered at the 46-yard line of South Torrance. Coming back with 3 minutes left here, the Titans' next opponent, should they hang on to win here, will be the winner of the San Luis Obispo Verbum Day matchup. Verbum Day favored going into that game. Back to pass Jenkins, looking to his right, throws. That pass is caught by Morton over the middle. Morton covered up by a host of Titans after about a 2-yard pickup. The Titans now know where Morton is every time he comes near the ball. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Again, South Torrance has used one of its timeouts. Morton comes wide to the left. Slotted inside of him is McClellan. Jenkins back to pass, throws down the right sideline. That pass is going to be incomplete. Late flag thrown by the official. Either he had trouble getting the hanky out or else he just wanted to make it extra dramatic. Dietrich and Atkinson back on the coverage.
That was a legitimate call. Dietrich was all over it. It wasn't Atkinson's fault. It was Dietrich. Dietrich was pushing him in the eye.
Waiting to see what the officials call. This might be a situation where if the man was already out of bounds, picking up the flag, the pass, the man was already out of bounds. So it's going to be second down now. It should be third down and 8. Should be third and 8, and they've marked it as first and 10.
Third down. They just lost. It should be third down, guys. It's third down. It's not second and 10. It's third down and 8.
It should be third and 8, but they've got it marked now as second and 10. Now the officials are paying some attention. Morton, you remember, caught that little 2-yard pass over the middle.
First down was a little pass over the middle. They lost 2 yards on this exchange.
So it should be third down now and 8. Should be third and 8. Wait for this to get straightened out.
Thank you. We just gained 2 yards on that.
So the Titans pick up a couple of yards as they don't mark the ball back on the 2 yards that Morton gained. Back to pass, Jenkins looking for Morton up the left side. Now throws across the middle. Morton is there. Shanahan close by, but Morton across the middle down to the 36-yard line of the Titans. First down for South Torrance. Wide to the left goes Adams. Morton wide to the right side, drawing double coverage now. Back to pass, Jenkins. Jenkins being pressured, throws. This pass is going to be caught, but down as soon as he made the catch was McGovney. Clock running now, timeout called for by South Torrance. 1 minute, 38 seconds remaining. 1 timeout remaining for South Torrance. They will have second down and about 8 from the Titan 34-yard line. Can't say enough about the Titan offense or defense here in the second half. The Titan defense up until this last drive had kept South Torrance bottled up again before this drive, where they've gone basically to a prevent situation, negative 15 yards gained. And then on offense, the Titan offensive front 5 taking charge, hammering it down the throats of South Torrance. Second and 8, South Torrance sends Morton wide to the left, Jenkins at quarterback with Adams wide to the right. Double safeties for the Titans a long way off. Crossing pattern now. Jenkins rolls to his left, being chased by Dolan. Trying to get out of bounds. Nelson adds a little emphasis as Jenkins rolls out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That'll stop the clock, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Only 8 seconds ran off the clock that time, a little surprising. It'll be third down now and 6. South Torrance trying to clear the receivers, running a crossing pattern in the middle. Jenkins didn't have a man, so he kept it and ran out of bounds to kill the clock. Lone back McClellan behind Jenkins. 3 wide receivers. And McClellan goes in motion. Flood to the left side. Keeper, but going nowhere is Jenkins. About a 2-yard pickup before Aarons and Dolan finish him off. It's going to be fourth down now. South Torrance does not realize that they have a timeout left. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought South Torrance had 1 more timeout remaining. 4th and 4, 4 wide receivers, double slot. Jenkins back to pass, being chased, now throws it. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Morton. And with 56 seconds remaining, the Titan defense holds. The Titan defense itself giving up only the one touchdown. Morton reversed to start off the scoring. Then the special teams giving up the punt return by Morton, the kickoff return by Morton. Morton appropriately named, if you remember on the Morton salt boxes, it's when it rains, it pours. Morton rained tonight, but the Titans poured it on. They're going to hold on to a 28-19 victory here over South Torrance. Ukapina takes the snap, falls on the ball. Again, the winner of this game will play the winner of the San Luis Obispo Verbum Day game. South Torrance did have one more timeout. I don't know why they didn't use it to set up their offensive play. 46 seconds remaining. Check with the athletic director, Coach McNamee. If San Luis Obispo wins, travel to San Luis. No, coin flip. Determine whether it's played in San Luis or at San Marino. Should Verbum Day win? Definitely at Verbum Day. All right. So that's the answer.
Jackie Robinson Stadium.
Jackie Robinson Stadium out in Westwood. No, La Cienega. West Cienega.
La Brea and Rodeo Road. Dorsey, next to Dorsey High School.
Thank you very much. You'll be able to check that with the high school starting Monday. They will know. You'll also be able to read it in the Tribune on Thursday. Verbum Day, the favored team in that matchup. They were 8-2 on the year. Second down now. Ukapina takes the snap. Falls on the ball again. The Titans will have to take one more snap here, I believe, and that will be the ball game. Again, outstanding effort by the Titan offense and defense in the second half. As we mentioned, the Titans on the first two offensive series for South Torrance in the second half, 6 offensive plays, minus 15 yards, shutting them out on offense. John Morton, the man for South Torrance, but the one man not enough for the Titan team. 3 Titan touchdowns in the second half, 2 by Ukapina. Penalty flag thrown by the officials. Illegal procedure. That's an official getting in his last say. Would have been more than happy to have this game run out. So the Titans will go to 9 wins, no losses, and 1 tie on the year. South Torrance finishes at 5-6. The Titans go on to the quarterfinals of CIF play, again against either Verbum Day or San Luis Obispo. South Torrance goes home. And at the end of the ball game, San Marino 28, South Torrance 19. It's been our pleasure to bring this game to you on American Cablevision. I'm Bill Lewis. Thanks for watching.